Conservatorship is?
Conservatorship?
Conservatorship.
No.
Britney Spears is under a conservatorship. Do you know what this is? When she had her public meltdown, there's like a hashtag going around called Free Britney. People think she's like being held against her will. Ever since she got publicly, she shaved her head and freaked out. You can put someone in a conservatorship, which means like you have a guardian taking care of you to make sure you're not losing it, going off the deep end and hurting yourself or others, right? So her dad is her conservatorship overseer and a lawyer, and they get salaries, and she's only allowed an allowance. This is a 38-year-old woman or whatever she is. So I go on her Instagram because I'm seeing all these conspiracy theories online, and I'm like, let's check this out. Is this real? Is this bullshit? But here's what's wild. Listen how
There she is.
This is what's crazy. Two things. One, how old do you think she was when Baby Hit Me One More Time came out?
16.
16.
Was she 16?
She was 16 in
I
that
knew
video
that.
with like a schoolgirl outfit,
I did.
dancing all
Yeah,
sexy and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that video many times.
So they trapped.
Because it was always on MTV.
Yeah, it was on MTV.
It was on MTV the whole time.
And I loved MTV.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
I loved MTV.
No, but I didn't like the video.
Yeah, you did.
I
You love the
just saw
song.
it
You
from
love the
beginning to
song.
end.
Did you like the song?
Love the song.
My
but
loneliness is killing me.
Yeah, so I love that.
Yeah. So she was trapped in this child world of being exploited, and now she speaks like a child. Listen how crazy this is.
This is not real.
This is all real. This is her.
That's her Instagram.
I'm gonna show you. This is her Instagram.
I saw the dancing one. One of the dancing
You
ones.
saw this one, the one where she dances?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not mocking her, by the way, because I think this is mental illness. Like, and I mean that because
Look
fucking
at the house out.
what Kanye's going through is the same thing. He's having a public meltdown, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not mocking her dancing, but this feels okay. Here, this feels strange. I don't know. It feels strange.
It's beautiful. I literally almost cried.
What?
I think it's great.
It just feels something feels
She's
off.
free.
Something feels off. It's the opposite.
You don't know freedom, do you?
This feels not free. Something feels off to me.
What do you mean?
I feel like
Show me another one,
I don't
baby.
know. This feels okay.
that,
Here you
look
go.
at that.
Answering fan questions. And by the way, she won't answer. All the fans are like, "What's up with the conservatorship?" Like people are worried about you. # Free Britney, and she won't answer any. But like, listen. Also, listen how she sounds like a baby. Listen to this. Her baby voice.
Hi guys, so a lot of you have been asking me more questions in the comments, and I'm here to answer all of your questions. So the first main question that you guys have been asking me is, what's my favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie is probably Frozen, just because I really like the fact that the two sisters, their relationship, and then one goes off and lives in a castle just because she can't deal anymore. My favorite movie is probably Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What time do I go to sleep? I go to sleep between 11:30 and 12.
It's like a baby. It's like a child.
It's the same thing. It's just it feels like what happened to Michael J.
Fox.
Yes.
He got that was a shaky
Michael
disease.
Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Michael J. Fox. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. It feels like this. This is the honest truth.
Yeah.
Is I feel like when you're developing,
Yes.
in your child development years,
Yes.
especially in your teens, early teens, they're just. I feel like those two they were just exposed with fame,
Exploited.
exploited.
They were
fortune.
used. Yeah.
They can't. That's where you learn.
Who you are.
Development.
Yes.
Development.
Yes.
In your mind,
So they were trapped.
they were trapped, and
That's why Michael talked like a kid and he would play with kids and like.
they just don't know how to function.
But this is another one. Let me show you just this one more. The way she says stuff is just.
Okay, so a lot of my fans have been asking me a lot of questions during my comments. I listened, and so now I'm going to answer all of your questions. The first question that you mainly ask me is what my favorite song is. My favorite song is Toxic that I have done, and I have no idea what my favorite song
stop for
in
a
the
second.
whole
Stop for a
world
second.
is.
I can't.
See the way
it's-
she's
The second
shaking back and
question is,
forth?
a lot of
Yes.
you have asked
She's
me
on
what's my favorite
medication.
place to visit. My favorite place to visit is Hawaii and Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos is a little bit more jungly and more tropical. There's not that many people there. It's a small island, and it basically has the cleanest food, the most beautiful ocean. The spot is amazing.
Hold on, here you
and
go.
It's my favorite place to visit.
This.
Okay, what's my favorite food is a chili hot dog. And then if I had 3 wishes, what would they be? For
Listen.
love, happiness, and a world supply of designer clothes. That's it.
Love, my 3 wishes: love, happiness, and a world supply of designer clothes.
Yeah.
That, like, this is strange.
Mine's love,
Yeah.
happiness,
Yeah.
and Warzone. So I mean, if you, you know what I mean, if you,
You
and Japanese raw denim.
You were also an abused, young, trapped, exploited person.
Yeah.
I just feel something's wrong. It feels strange. It feels like this, even this photo. That's like a scary that looks scary.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm not okay.
But just imagine being here,
Yeah.
right, at 16, being
Like the most famous thing on earth.
Because I remember in one of the Michael Jackson documentary where he was just kind of like, "Can I meet her?" Like he wanted to meet her.
Yeah.
And do so. That's how big she was.
Yeah.
When Michael Jackson wants to meet you, either you're a boy,
That's it. Or you're a boy.
or
Or he thinks he can make you look like a boy.
or you know what I mean, you're super like famous.
Do you think I can make your girl turn into a boy?
Yeah. So and she was that big,
She was massive.
massive. Where
But then when she had a breakdown, she publicly had a meltdown, and they put her under this conservatorship, and they say it's not a big deal. USA Today did an article, New York Times did an article. I mean, this is like a known thing. Her family is like, this is being blown out of proportion. This isn't true. But you look at a lot of this stuff, it looks like it's like a weird, lonely. It's strange.
it's like Amanda Bynes,
Right, that was mental health too.
right?
This, like the Kanye thing. Did you watch Kanye with Dave Chappelle on the ranch?
No,
What? It's the saddest. It's the weirdest. Did you know about this? No. Chappelle went to go see Kanye to go like just see how he's doing because Kanye had that. Do you saw the presidential? He did like
running.
Yeah, but did you see like he did like a speech and was like, I almost killed my daughter, and he was bawling and no,
I never saw
You
any
got to
of that.
watch all this stuff.
Okay.
But Dave goes to his
Who's
ranch. Trump's senior advisor.
Yeah.
Dave goes out there to like check in on him.
Mm-hmm.
Flies in, and they're standing there in front of the video, and they're just like, he's like, Dave, say something funny, and Dave's like, what? What do you mean? He's like, do something funny. We all need we need happiness right now.
Yeah.
And it just,
I don't know anything. I don't know any of this. I was in the desert, so.
I know, it's an unfortunately weird video, and it's like, it's on his Twitter. It's really weird, man. Here we go.
All right, Dave, can you please just make us smile? The world needs some, we need some joy. Some smile, right? Yeah, we need a smile.
Brotherhood is real. Love is real.
Wait a second, I'm still not smiling, bro.
I was trying to think of the punchline.
We need some kind of joke, something like just something to like lift our spirits.
Shit, I don't know. I'm still on my first cup of coffee, nigga. All right, let me think of a good joke.
Dave, we need you. Don't stop recording, Tony. Keep giving it. We need you, brother.
That's so awkward.
So uncomfortable.
I know. He's losing his mind.
Hey, what's up? What is this? What is going on? Like bringing a new guy.
Is it Arsenio?
It's not even a photo.
Uplifting joke. Now, you know I don't write them.
That's a laugh.
What we gonna do then? That was good right there. That was it.
And they walk away, and he literally goes, all right, man, peace. Like he gets on a plane and he leaves again.
Yeah.
It was like a photo op. I mean, like,
Yeah.
to Kanye, Dave was going there to probably genuinely check on him, be like, bro, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm wondering about Kanye. I don't know the dynamics between Kim and Kanye, but, it's obvious to me that he has,
Mental health issues.
health issues
Yeah.
and that he needs to be on medication.
Yeah.
I don't know what his diagnosis is. Is it bipolarism?
I think he said he was bipolar.
Bipolar. He
Yeah.
gets these manic episodes.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, if, let's say Kalila had these mental,
Yeah.
I would, and we were that rich, right?
What would you do?
I would hire somebody just that you're the pill guy.
You're the guy.
Yeah.
That's what a conservatorship is. That what Britney Spears is.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's
maybe,
what it is.
Yeah, I go Tito, not Tito. Frank. Margot. It would be a woman.
Margot. Yeah.
Margot.
Yeah.
Margot. She takes the pills in the morning.
Yep.
At night. And if she doesn't, you have to see it go down her fucking throat.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't eat that shit, you're fired. And Margot's gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
And that's her job. And I'll pay her $200,000 a year.
Just to be the pill girl.
I don't give a fuck. That's how important it is.
Yeah.
If Kalila was in the public eye, right, and I'm in the public eye, and it's our job to have a certain presence and image,
Yeah.
right? Because Kanye starts going into these mania, and that's when he goes to Trump. Where's the Make America,
Because
MAGA hats?
well, it's attention seeking.
He goes, and then he went into a fucking. Remember, he went to an iPhone Mac store.
Yeah.
Stood on one of those tables.
I know.
If I stood on a table at a Mac store, security! Right? Imagine.
Well, everyone would pull out their phone and go, "What is Bobby Lee gonna do?"
Right. If they wouldn't know, they'd be like, "What's this fat Asian guy?" They don't know Bobby Lee.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
don't know Bobby Lee.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. You walk in the Apple store, they go, "Bobby Lee."
I have two dudes. I'll have two dudes, and okay, if I go to a Mac store,
two Asian nerds going, "Oh, big Tiger Belly fans," and they just hide in the corner.
No, I've had this. Yeah, hey man, you should have had more than one line in the wrong Missy.
Because it's true.
That's the kind of recognition I get.
That's real fans.
No,
that's real fans.
It's not real fans.
That's real fans.
But so like I would have a fucking if I was Kim, I would have just a pill guy.
Yeah, but this
And
is an
it's so
issue. This is an issue that's greater than we could ever imagine.
Why?
Because it goes deep. Like this is a deep, weird cut. Kanye is more famous than famous. He is a name that's synonymous with our industry, not just music anymore. So he's a shoe mogul. He's like people that know nothing about him know him.
But time.
There's layers of that.
I know.
There's so much to unpack. It's hard.
And this is gonna be a very difficult thing to say, but and people are gonna maybe argue with me. But
What?
Time will tell. Like for instance, there was a time when Britney Spears was Kanye, in terms of that kind of fame. In terms of fame.
No.
Britney Spears was super famous.
Not
dude.
like Kanye. Kanye, and especially because now Kanye married the most famous family in
all
Hollywood.
right, you're right.
So now he's the roof. Now it's
right. Okay. But I would have to argue though, Britney was up there.
She was
You would
huge.
go to Nigeria, and just go into a village and go, "Do you know who Britney Spears is?"
they're like,
And
we have her shirts.
Yeah,
they would have
they
Britney
would
shirts.
know, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now we're talking, So
Who's more famous? I don't know.
15 years from now,
Yeah.
there might be a time, a moment in life where most people don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna last for a long time. I'm afraid that this is the kind of stuff that Hollywood does, and they don't give a shit about it. They did this to this guy. The system, this weird game. Also, I think marrying into that family is the most toxic shit on earth. I think being a part of that family is what ruined him. 100%. 100%. What a crazy, backwards family of people that are billionaires for being popular.
We're bad friends.
Oh, it's like the Aha
Yeah.
video.
Just a nice loop of us. Bobby and Andrew scooting through the hallway. They're in love. They're in love. Bobby and Andrew scooting through the hallway.
alright.
Give me a hug. Give
really
me
nice.
a hug. Now your turn. Go.
Andrew is. I'm holding on to him. We might fall over because there's an earthquake happening. I could die because I'm clinging on to a coward. A fucking coward, a pussy. He don't know nothing. You like that?
Such a little dick.
What? You sit the cat on.
You
I
did.
don't know.
You did. What, did you see John Cena speak in Chinese?
No.
What?
No.
Can you play this clip? Can you play John Cena? You don't know this?
No.
He called Taiwan. Fuck, I'm going to fuck it up. John Cena speaks. No, that's not it. John Cena apologizes in Chinese.
你好，中国，这是赵西娜。我必须说，现在，在《速度与激情》中，我做很多采访，很多，所以在一个采访，我有一个错误，所有人问我，如果我可以用中文，速度与激情主人给我很多资讯 information。
How come there's not a word for information?
很多 information. 我有一个错误，我必须说现在就是很重要。
很重要 means very
我爱
important.
更尊重中国。
I love and respect China and the Chinese people.
我很抱歉
Sorry
给
about
我
my
的错
mistake.
误。对不起，
Sorry.
我很
He's very
抱歉
sorry. He said it 5
你
times.
必须了解，我
Again, he really doesn't respect the Chinese people.
很尊重中国跟
Yeah.
中国人。
Yeah, they can't
不
fuck
好
up
意思，
Fast and the
再见。
Furious.
Right. What he did was he called Taiwan. What did he say about Taiwan? Go
I
back.
was just mesmerized that he
Could speak Chinese that well?
Yeah, it was
Unfucking
fucking
real.
startling to me. You know, I've done 2 sketches with him. Do you ever
With
see
John?
that? Do you ever see 24?
Here, John Cena apologized because we referred to Taiwan as a country.
Can I promote my own shit?
This whole show.
Yeah. If you go to YouTube, 24 with Bobby Lee and John Cena. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a bad friend.
No, I really don't.
You come from like a solid base.
Yeah, I love my
Hey,
family.
Andrew, ask the question again.
I'm going to.
Okay, good.
You love your family?
Yeah, my mom's side is like my mom's side is really big. Like I have cousins and aunts and uncles, and my dad's side it's like literally just my dad and my stepmom.
Oh, but you know what? Who gives the worst intros at the Comedy Store?
Probably me.
You're so sweet.
How did she get out of that one a third time?
It's pure.
I don't want
my
anybody to
God.
feel bad.
Okay, so here's the deal. The reason why you don't answer that question,
That's
right?
really-
is
that's
because
fine.
you don't want anyone to be mad at you.
Yeah, that's part of it too.
That's part of it.
I'm a
And-
peacekeeper.
You're a peacekeeper, and also a lot of the guys are probably headliners and stuff,
Yeah.
right? And you don't want to burn any bridges.
I also like really can't think of anybody that I'm like, wow, that sucked.
I bet you can.
Yeah, that's not true.
And I go up
That's not
first.
jet-
I go up first, so
Juicy?
nobody brings me up. So maybe you guys
Juicy,
are thinking
Juicy.
of your
I know what you're
interests.
doing, and I love it. You're crafty and you're a survivor, right? But let's be honest. That is not true what you just said. All right? So here's the deal. You don't have to answer that question, right?
Oh, thank God.
You don't, right?
Ron White's called me Andy San Clemente like 7 times. I'm
Yeah.
not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
Like 7 times.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. The only
Andy San Clemente. Literally. Andy San Clemente.
Yeah.
I've reintroduced myself to him no less than 5-6 times.
Yeah. Not only that, dude, you know what he says to me? Who are you?
Who
3
are you?
times.
Yeah, doesn't know.
Who are you?
But you know he's sober now. He's talked about it. On
I go,
fucking,
you're bringing me up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's
And
go-
you said, ask me, who are you last week?
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
No.
He doesn't know.
No, I think, but he's sober now, so I think he probably is more in tune.
Yeah.
He got clean. He told Segura that he got clean.
I'm gonna. I don't give a fuck. See, I love burning bridges. I'm gonna say something
That's
else.
not burning a bridge. That's just the truth. He called me Andy San Clemente.
Here's a guy that for the last 30 years, I've met him. I'm not probably over 100 times, right? He doesn't care to even memorize my face, my name.
Give me the initials.
BB. And if you
Brenton Biddlecombe.
No.
And he's been pulling that shit for way too... No. How funny.
He's a cute guy.
Wait, BB?
BB, yeah.
BB.
Yeah.
And is a legend?
Not a legend, but you know who he is. He's black.
Brian Botano.
He's black.
Brian Babylon. Black guy. BB. Do you know B? BB?
He's not a regular at the store. He was on MTV at one point. As a VJ.
As a VJ?
Yeah.
Wait.
Or something like that. Like a...
Black Bart. The pirate.
But he's a comic.
He's a comic.
Oh, okay.
Legitimate stand-up comic.
BB.
Can I say his first name?
Yeah.
Bill.
Bird?
Bill Burr.
No, black guy.
Bill
black
Burr.
Guy, black
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Oh, so Bill Burr.
Not married to a black woman, black guy.
Bill Burr.
No.
Bill Bellamy.
Yes.
Yes. Fuck.
Bill
I
Bellamy.
can't believe I didn't get that right.
Yeah, Bill Bellamy. Even today, if I was standing in front of him, excuse me, he would not know.
Wouldn't know who you are.
No.
Have you had a conversation with him?
Yeah, many times. I've tried. It's not in his wheelhouse. I'm not in his wheelhouse. You know what I mean? There are people that are like that out there.
Yeah, but there's also a part of it. How many U's does he meet? You have to think about that.
How many Koreans does he meet?
No, just like
You would think
no,
that-
no, people in general. How many people are meeting Bill Bellamy? Probably
Really,
tens
in a
of thousands.
green room at a comedy club, you wouldn't know?
I'd probably try my best, but I'm sure there's some comics I'd forget unless they crushed, and then I'd remember them.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel bad.
Well, that wasn't a shot at you.
No, I'm just saying it does make me feel bad.
Why? Because you didn't do good enough for him to remember
No,
you?
I just feel like if I've been in the business for as long as I have,
So long.
with the amount of things that I've done,
So many.
I don't care if regular people. I mean, there's so many people. 99.9% of the people on planet Earth doesn't know who I am, right? But as a comic, you would think that eventually you could memorize somebody. You know what I mean? Face and name. That's all.
What do you think, Juice?
Yeah, I like when I go in a green room. I just try to meet everybody if I don't know them, or
What do you do if somebody goes like this? We've met before.
and I go, oh yeah.
That's what you did. You lie? Do you
No,
lie?
I genuinely remember all the good times we had together.
Let me ask you something.
See, but that's because your disposition looks sweet and happy, and you can go, oh, I'm sorry. But when someone has said to me, like, we've met before, and they do it with a little bit of attitude, it's like, well, what do you want me to say? I'm sorry. I guess I'm sorry that we had.
Yeah, people are complicated, man. Sometimes I will have met someone a bunch of times, and they'll be like, "Oh, hi, I'm so and so," and then I just go through the dance again, and I go, "Oh, hi, I'm Jessie," because
Yeah, I had a guy do this to me.
What? Do it what?
He did this thing where I just introduced myself to be polite because I walked into a room. There's 5 people in there. I know who he is. In fact, I knew who he was before I met him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
his presence is known. He's kind of a popular guy.
Yeah.
So I walked in, I go, hey, what's up? What's up, guys? I go, hey, what's up, Andrew? Just in case.
Yeah.
I was doing it in case he didn't remember.
Yeah.
He goes, I know, dude. We've met like 5 fucking times.
Yeah.
But with real attitude. And I was like, I'm sorry. I thought maybe, what if you didn't remember me?
Bill Maher.
What? You're Bill Maher?
No, I did it to Bill Maher. Bill Maher was standing in the Comedy Store once. I walked up and go, "Hey, I'm Bobby." I know.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I guess.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you would even because Bill Bellamy doesn't know who I am.
You just assumed all Bills don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I just had another Bill that didn't know me.
Yeah, that's all. You know what I mean? I thought you had an issue with Bills, but my point is that. But he did that. He goes, "Yeah, I know. We've met. I know. We were in Hawaii."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did this film festival in Hawaii with Freddie Soto years ago, and I met him briefly, and he remembered.
That's pretty powerful.
But it's pretty cool. But my point is I didn't know that I would thought there's no way he'll remember. So I'll just open with, "Hey, I'm Bobby. I'm a comic. I'm a big fan."
That's the move. I think that's always
that's the move.
And then they
Yeah.
can just go, if they do, I think the move is, and then if you do remember someone, you just go, yeah, no, great to see you again. And it just let it go.
Yeah,
Don't have to make a fucking, you do have a big thing with Bills though.
I do have it. Yeah.
Bill Clinton, that whole thing with him, that beef that you had with Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
I go. I love the. I said to him like, "You're great at the trumpet." He goes, "Sax."
Yeah, sack. He was so pissed off.
I play the sax.
yeah. and he,
My
like,
bad,
so much-
Prezi. Yeah.
I'll play the sax.
Yeah, but the reason why because the generations even like, rest in peace, Richard Jeni, right? But I remember.
Do you know who that is?
You don't know Richard Jeni? He used to be like considered one of the best joke guys.
He's a great joke writer.
Great joke writer. But I remember I was a kid, and Johnny Sanchez and I saw Richard Jeni, and Johnny Sanchez was a huge Richard Jeni fan. And Johnny Sanchez goes, "High five, Richard Jeni," right? And Richard Jeni just walked past him. And then Johnny was left with his hand out like this. And I could see Johnny's face just like almost want
Falling
to cry
apart.
because it was like he was a huge fan of Richard Jeni.
Oh, Rich.
And he stood there for like, I don't know, 20 seconds like this. I think he was trying to milk the laugh because he knew I was there, but he was still embarrassed, right? So, but I just will always remember this.
Well,
Yeah. Me and Johnny also saw a ghost.
who's dead and who's
Anyway.
alive? You know what I mean? That's what Rich gets.
Well, he didn't. He killed himself.
I know.
I know, which is sad.
You gotta high five somebody, dude.
What?
If someone,
What do you say?
Somebody goes to high five you and you don't.
What
high
if that was
five
his thought? I
He's
should
like,
have high-fived Johnny Sanchez.
Why didn't I fucking high
High-five
five him?
Johnny Sanchez.
It's awful. That's
It's
awful.
awful. Terrible.
That's awful. That's
That's
terrible.
good, yeah.
That's terrible.
So you're not going to name any names?
No, she won't.
I
Yeah.
almost didn't recognize somebody
Who?
at the store.
Who?
I was working the lot, and someone pulled in, and they weren't on the lineups. It was Faison Love.
Oh, Faison.
Yeah.
And I've seen him in movies, but I didn't recognize him. And I was asking him if he's on a show, and he was fucking with me, and he's like, no. And then I said, well, this is for paid regulars. He goes, how do you know I'm not a paid regular?
Oh, no.
And then I
Faison.
thought he was just a customer trying to park there, and he was like, Ian Edwards was standing there. He goes, I'm Ian Edwards, and then they all start cracking up, and then because he's got his friend in the car too, and I'm
Damn.
like, I know Ian Edwards, and then he just opens the door and gets out. And
Like a big fuck you to you.
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
you.
and
Yeah.
I was like in my feelings about it, and then I realized who it was, and I felt like an asshole, and I messaged him the next day, like apologizing,
You messaged him what? Via...
Instagram, and I was like, I just felt really bad, and then he said, you don't have to apologize, what's your Cash App? And he sent me $150 for parking in the lot, because he was like, I didn't see you when I left, and I have to tip, and
Faison Love is the motherfucking man.
yeah, he's awesome.
The fucking man.
And the next time he pulled up in the lot, we had like a laugh about it. But it's when you're on the other side of it and you don't recognize somebody. So
It's so funny because I don't know how to handle those situations. Like, that's funny. I just shut down. Like I went to the Comedy Cellar and I fucking walked down the stairs and the guy goes, he like slapped his hand on my chest and he goes, back the fuck up, because he was talking to two other customers, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go downstairs. He goes, you ain't going fucking nowhere. And he's not really looking at me. He's like looking down at my body. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's looking at me kind of, but peripherally. And he goes, you ain't going fucking nowhere. And I was like, oh, all right. And like a bitch, I got on my phone and I stood there. And then he looked up at me. He goes, yo, oh shit. And then he felt bad.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, that was you. I'm so sorry. I didn't even.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's okay. I had to call someone. I shut down so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I was like, because I don't ever want to be like, I'm one of the things.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
That's when I go to New York.
It's embarrassing. I don't want to do it.
Any comedy club in New
No,
York.
I know I know.
Because I don't want that to happen. I feel like no one knows who I am, so I don't want to just show up at the cellar and then have this happen.
No, they all know who you are.
Yeah, but I don't know that. You can't assume that they do.
I know. I'm saying, but you, yes, they know who you are. You, yes.
it's kind of nice too, though. Like, you guys probably missed this, or you don't even remember, but it's kind of nice nobody knowing who you are when you go to a show. Yeah, because you go in and they're like, do you have a ticket? And then I'm like, oh, I'm on the show. And they're like, oh, what's your name? And then they'll check me off, and then I'll go and, do good.
Go crush.
And then they know
Oh,
who
and then
you are.
gain their respect.
All right, let me-
You like that?
I like being like an underdog and kind of being invisible and then just shining when I
It
go on
never
stage.
goes away. Trust me.
Okay, good. I was
I'll give you a
worried.
better example. Now that I play like small theaters, not all the time, but like clubs will all know who you are because they're like, they do meetings and the staff, they're like, here's who's coming this weekend, blah, blah, blah. So they all kind of know who's coming. Even if they don't know you as a comic, are like, he's the fucking redheaded guy. You'll see him when he comes in. Small theaters, they don't give a
Shit.
fuck about. You don't mean fuck all. We've multiple times, me and O'Connor have walked to the back of the theater and a guy who's working, like one of the crew, will be smoking, and we just happen to know us in Pittsburgh. And I was like, is this the artist entrance? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, we're the guys. And he's like, who's your contact? And I'm debating on if I could get in with one of the stagehands.
Right.
And a piece of me was like, let's just go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
I didn't want his attitude. They don't give a fuck about you. You don't mean shit. They don't know who the fuck you are. I played the Chicago Theater. It was 3,700 seats.
Wow.
Half of the back staff doesn't know who you are.
Theater people are like that.
They don't give a fuck
don't give a
about
fuck.
you. You
They
don't
don't give
mean
a fuck.
shit. So that doesn't go away. People not knowing you, that doesn't fucking. A whole room is there for you, and there's a bunch of people that are like, "Who the fuck is this fucking piece of shit?"
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, "Can we get some waters downstairs?" And they're like, "The waters are out back." You're like, "We'll go get them."
Yeah.
It never changes.
Yeah,
Which
no.
is it's nice. It's humbling because it's like you're not getting hand and footed. Even at those big venues, you mean dog shit to them. You're just another idiot that's gonna come in, do the show, and then they're like, "You guys got to get the fuck out."
Well, part of me was kind of hoping that part would change.
It does not.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also I'm gonna just
Amongst your peers,
Here's the
it does.
reality, because I'll run into like a kid from high school that I went to high school with, and I'll be like, oh, my life must be completely changed or this and that. And it's like, honestly, dude, I feel the same as you do because at the end of the day, 5 times during the day, someone will, and it's never like even a big deal. They're like, nosotros papaya. We'll yell out of the car and you're like, oh, cool, right? But normally you're still waiting in line. No one knows what the fuck you are. You know what I mean? You're just living a life like everyone else is. Every once in a while, if you're at a club or you'll get a perk. And if you're at the Ace Theater Saturday when we did the Tiger Belly show, obviously there you feel special because everyone knows who you are because they're all congregated into one area, right? At your show. So that's why comics do shows because all your fans are in one area. You get to feel good. But when you're out in the real world, you're just, you know what I mean, at the DMV, just waiting in line.
Yeah, you're,
you know what I mean?
you're just
for
another
5
asshole.
hours. I mean, you're like everyone else.
Do you get recognized, Rudy?
Not a lot, just sometimes, and I don't like it because I don't know what to do.
Wait, why don't you like it?
I don't know what to do. They say, I love you, I like you, and then I don't know what to say next.
Do you ever say I love you, I like you back?
No.
Let's replay it.
Love is a big...
Hey, are you Rudy Jules?
Oh my God, that's fucking Rudy.
Jules. We love you, we like you.
We love you so much, we like you.
I like you
We
too.
like you and we love you.
We love you.
Hi.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That's what I do.
All right, we love you.
We love you.
Will you take a photo with us?
Sure.
Oh, fuck. You must be rich on that show. Will you Cash App us?
I don't have money. I have to go, but it was nice meeting you.
Wait, don't go anywhere.
Where are you going?
Don't.
Yeah,
My buddy wants to sing you a song.
We're also on the same flight, so they haven't called our
Yeah, we're all
number.
flying together.
We're flying together. Right?
I have to go to the bathroom. I really need to poo.
Let us come with you.
Yeah, girls
we'll
go
wait
together. I'll go
Yeah,
with
she'll
you.
come with you.
Yeah.
She can come with me.
Okay, we'll just wait outside.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. I'll get the picture.
Okay,
Thank you.
Cool. That's how you are. And what are you feeling inside?
I want to die.
I want to die.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you want no one to recognize you ever again?
No.
Yeah, well, you came on the show. You wanted to be on the show, so that's your fault.